pull-in movements or rows or pull-ups, they're really similar to when we use climb a tree or any other main pull-in movement that we use our shoulder and arm for. Another I'm always really wary of is when we see some young, small children carrying around these really heavy school bags and just carrying around day to day places a lot of stress on their body that who knows if they're actually capable to cope with, and the excess stress that puts on their backs. But I also think if they have to walk up the stairs to upstairs classrooms or canteens. No one tends to become overly concerned about this, but if you ever do any kind of step up or squat, even with a small weight, people become really concerned. Myth number 1 is that youth strength training stunts growth. But does it actually? Will lifting weights ruin young people's growth plates? Or, in fact, is the opposite the case? Does it actually promote and help growth? The research has shown there's actually no negative effects from any kind of resistance training, and that's before, during, or after the growth spurt that tends to occur somewhere between 12 and 14 for boys and a little earlier for females. To give a quote from the paper, there's no evidence to suggest that resistance training will negatively impact growth and maturation during childhood and adolescence. And that comes from Feigenbaum et al. In 2009. In fact, the opposite is often the case. Lifting weights can actually help promote growth or provide more support for